Hello. So today I was thinking that I was gonna rank all the actives and breakers with my friend Russell. So let's
What
do
up?
that. Okay. So first, after mid strike. Honestly, I have never used it, but
I
like
haven't used it.
you kind of used it.
Never- No, I've never used it, but I've never seen it actually help evade.
I have when I play against it, like when I'm Raider, when people use it, it's like kind of a momentary respite. Cause I think you technically have iframes during that whole thing, but I think they nerfed it so that you can't move as far now.
I feel like you still get hit though. Like every person I've seen use it ends up going down anyways.
Uh, I think you have to use it like not to escape, more to evade like kind of unevadable attacks.
Uh,
Like for
yeah.
example, like barrages and Gogeta. Grade 8 Vegeta's stomp, like that sort of shit.
Oh really? It gives
Yeah,
you that. It means okay.
and also like a funny way to use it actually is you could use it to avoid the Cyberman's explosion. And it's like,
Wait, after they stick to you?
yeah, you could use it because you could use after a strike when you're stunned. So, like one time I jumped on a guy's Cyberman and he started after him striking like in the fucking animation, and he didn't die. Like you still get the level up, right? But the person doesn't die, which is pretty funny. So,
Oh.
what do we? I'm thinking like B tier to be honest. Like
B.
definitely has its uses.
It has. It's. I guess it's niche knowing that it can evade barrages and stuff. But
Yeah, I know like before it was a lot more people used it, but I don't know. I don't think it's very good or like that good. It's usable. Okay, Bulma Bike S tier, right?
no question.
There's like
That is a mainstay.
yeah, it's almost required. I think like one of your slots on your of your actives, it has to be either Bulma's bike or fucking instant transmission. Either one of the two. That's what I've seen like most people do. And literally, I think the only nerfs it's gotten are like slightly longer cooldown time, and in season 2, it's harder to turn when you're boosting. That's like the only two things.
Oh boohoo.
Yeah.
Still broken.
It's still really fucking good, especially like the fucking true combo into barrier.
And it's on a what 120-second cooldown only.
Yeah, it's not even that bad. I think it's like 90. I don't think it's that much.
I have the game open.
We're gonna check real quick. But yeah.
No way. 65 seconds? This is a lie.
Wow. I was no, because I upped it to 70. You have it plus 20, right?
Yeah, I have it at plus 20.
Yeah, so it's 65 for a. Why were we thinking it was so much more? That's
I
funny.
feel like I don't know. That's crazy. 65-second cooldown, never mind.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definite. Okay. Well, that's enough about Bulma's bike. Okay, change missile. Have you ever used this?
No, because I have never played as Oolong, nor have I plus 10 the skill.
Yeah, I don't really see people using change missile so much anymore. Season 2. People use it a
It
lot
has
more.
some funny
season 1.
trampoline tech.
Yeah, but you can't do it anymore, sadly.
Never mind. Take it
Literally-
back.
Yeah, they nerfed the shit out of the trampoline, so you like can't like use Kaioken or like before you were able to keep moving.
You had your forward momentum.
Yeah,
And
and then they
bouncing.
like killed it. Well, it sort of can work as Kaioken, but the thing is, change missile is super slow, so like the Raider's gonna see it a mile away if you're just going towards him and trying to blow up on him. Like it has.
Is it faster than a key blast? Can you still get sniped out the air when you're
Yes,
trying to miss away from a Raider?
You definitely
Okay.
can't get sniped. I've seen it happen. I would say honestly, man, C. What do you think?
D. I don't think it's absolutely
D?
terrible because mobility. No, I don't think it's D tier because it has mobility.
Yeah.
Mobility is always nice, especially now in season 2.
Yeah,
So
because they killed
He's
the
ready.
hovering device. So sad. Okay.
I miss it.
Yeah, I do too, man. Okay, so change. Have you ever used change? I've never used change.
No,
I'm making a list about this. I haven't used like half the skills we talked about already. I don't know. I feel like when I play Raider, people use change. It's like the most obvious shit ever. Like you hear the little poof, and I think you even hear the person say change.
People use it to AFK.
Oh yeah. I think like you can't sense someone who's changed. I think. Like who's disguised. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that
sure.
would make sense.
But like literally every single time I've seen people using change, it's been like they change like right around the corner. You just see a fucking chair. It's like okay, I know that's you, dude.
The only time I've seen someone use change is to use it at the start of a game to go AFK in a house until the Raiders won the game. I've seen it like 2 times, and that's the only 2 times I've seen it. And I was the survivor watching an AFK chair.
I feel like the only times I've seen this skill like work is in other people's clips where they're like evading a raider by doing it. But I feel like you have no game sense if you get fooled by this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'd say D, man. I don't like this skill.
Nah, it's D. I don't see it. It gets very rarely used, and when it does get used, it's not very good.
Yeah. Okay, charming pose. I
think all the stuns should go, or most stuns should go to A.
Charming pose, I ran charming pose for like all of season 1 pretty much, and a bit of season 2 until I got energy barrier. But I would say that charming pose, it has a way wider range than like solar flare, for example. But it's like, what am I trying to say? It's, I don't know, it's like harder to use almost. It has a way more forgiving hitbox, but like, I don't know, it's just
I think
like,
it suffers from not being a projectile.
Oh, definitely.
Like, AoE.
Yeah, I think that even though like me running it for so long, like in season 2, I think there's like one time that I stunned the guy with it. Because I feel like most of the time when I would hit the button, which goes for like all of the stuns you have to be close for, you just get knocked out of it as soon as you press the button. And it's like not fun to use. Honestly, I'd say B tier. Like,
Okay.
I'd say
I never used it, so I've just seen you use it, obviously. All the time.
I feel like it was better in season 1, man. Maybe I'm like coping here, but I don't know. Okay, do you know what this is?
Not really, to be honest.
That's enemy detector. I've literally never seen anyone use this outside of the beta. I saw one person use it in the beta. And
I put it in B tier because literally no one uses it. It probably has no use.
It's just like it detects the raider, like it pings them, but it's like you literally ping the raider just from
Scouter does that.
Playing the game.
You can walk near him and it'll ping. It's like, bro.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of dumb. I barely see anyone use this. Okay.
We roll out the red carpet for the best ability in the game.
Yeah, this is S tier easily. Literally, these 2 abilities, you could survive pretty much anything, I'd say. It's like almost a guarantee.
You have those 2 abilities, it's like, why not run them?
Yeah, it's just like, you should be using these. If you're not using them, what's wrong with you? I guess
unless you don't have them, but obviously, everyone should have motorbike.
Yeah, motorbike. If you're not running motorbike, what are you running that you would rather use over it? Because I've seen.
Oh, I mean, I guess you said earlier instant transmission.
It's a transmission, yeah. Because they're both really good movement skills. But yeah, complete invincibility for like what 5 seconds, I think.
Jesus Christ!
It's fucking great.
It stuns the raider, pushes them away. They can't hit you with key blast.
Yeah, it's just.
And you can act out of it.
Yep. Literally, you could even use it when you're fighting to react to like a barrage or to do a melee super. I've done that. Like if someone's spamming key blast, I've just popped it and then do a melee super. So it's fucking amazing. So, okay, fake death. What do you think?
I tried to use it before. I got killed using it. I don't know. It's kind of sucks. I'd imagine it probably works against the Cybermen. It's the same way that After Image does, but I don't know.
Can you use it in stun? I don't even know.
I don't know actually, because it's supposed to stun because it makes an explosion.
Yeah, but I don't think you could use it to escape a stun. So, I mean, I've never used
I
this
don't
skill to be completely honest.
It just seems kind of useless to me. I tried running it for a while because it's the funny Yamcha pose, but
Yeah, like
it just sucks.
I've seen a few people fool people by doing it, but it's like, again, it's the same thing as change. If you have any sort of game sense, you'll see them doing the stupid pose on the floor and be like, that guy's not dead. So, are we saying D tier?
I give it a D tier, man.
Yeah. I'd say, is it worse or better than change?
Probably better than change because it at least has some sort of application, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, floating device. I think floating device is actually pretty good. Now that
Nerf, but still really good.
Yeah, because if you combine this with like wall kick or midair jump, you could keep your momentum going for a while in the direction. Like if you travel in the same direction that you originally jumped off in. Like I've actually traveled across the map pretty quickly with this, but I don't really run it. I usually just jump on other people's fucking trampolines when I see them, because it's like, oh, I could get some.
That's the other thing. It's really nice universally because you know you use it, if someone uses it, and everyone can use it.
Also, the raider could use it, so it's pretty funny. Like
I give it an A.
when I've chased people as Cybermen or like Larvacilla, when they've used this, I've like followed them using it. So
I wouldn't know that. I only play Frieza.
yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. When it comboed with Kaioken and Change Missile, I would have put it S, to be honest. It's pretty fun.
Definitely.
Nimbus. What do you think?
Like without talking about it at all, I would automatically put it in C tier. To be honest, I think it's good, but it's also really slow. And the only time it's just like the same thing with change. The only time I've seen people use Nimbus is to go fly into the sky and just AFK up there.
Okay, so I say like one of the like best ways you could use Nimbus, to be honest. Well, first of all, if you're using Nimbus, like you have to run vehicle speed up. If you're not running vehicle speed up, like what are you doing? And second of all, like you'd be surprised how little raiders look up. So if you're just flying all the way at the top of the map, you could keep the raider like pretty much consistently pinged for the entire match, which is useful. But at the same time, you're not doing anything; you're just up in the sky.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of got a little bit nerfed because Grade 8 Vegeta can stomp you like all the way up in the air and kill you. So like it's not even as good anymore, where you're like kind of out of reach. One thing I do say is if you have vehicle speed up like plus 20 in Nimbus, you could outrun normal Ki Blast. Because I've seen people do it before. I'd say B. I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it over like anything A or S, to be honest. So I'd say B.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Go Gum. Honestly, I have had nothing but bad experiences with Go Gum. Every single time I've used it, even if the raider's like barely fucking moving, it misses. But maybe
even as raider.
Yeah, even as raider sometimes it fucking misses. But to be honest, maybe it's a skill issue on my part, but like I don't really see.
It's a good stun.
It is, but I don't see people use Go Gum over like Krillin Shoe, for example. I think Krillin Shoe is way more reliable.
Yeah.
Like out of most of the stuns, I'd say Go Gum it's like a B or C tier. I'd say C. I'd say it's a B tier stun.
I give it B.
Yeah. It's useful, but I feel like it barely hits. The homing is like not as good as Krillin Shoe, I'd say. Okay, grappling devices, S tier.
Yes. Yeah. And again, crazy mobility. Hardly any cooldown.
I'd say above fucking Scooter, because it's like you dip across the fucking map. So
it has the issue of having to activate it, and sometimes in a destroyed area, there's like you can't connect between destroying areas. So
yeah.
so it'll screw you over that sometimes like that. Other times it just won't activate and you'll get hit out of like your change because normally the thing is change. When your change is about to run out, you grapple away. But sometimes it just doesn't work and you just die.
Yeah, I mean it's not like 100% escape. I'd say like barrier and scooter, because when you if you don't, because you could also combo the barrier with the zip line or like the grappling.
But I feel like scooter's more reliable, more consistent.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where you try to grapple away and you just get killed anyway. That's like off.
But obviously it's still broken as hell, so
It is.
Tay's an S tier.
Like I'm surprised they only raised the cooldown by 10 seconds. Like that was crazy when that nerf came out. Okay, instant transmission. I'd say S tier 2. What do you think?
Well, I haven't played too much this season, so I haven't seen it too often. I've seen it be used to like save a teammate here or there. What's the cooldown? Like how much seconds?
It's like 120, I think. It's in the 100.
Oh, 120? Never mind. I think it's yeah, it's S tier. I thought it was like 180 or something.
It might be. Honestly, I'm not completely sure. I wish this game had a fucking wiki, but like, I feel like a lot of this shit you have to just like learn yourself. And obviously, I don't fucking have this skill, and neither does Russell. So we don't really know the cooldown. All I know is that it's super useful for traveling the map, obviously, and it's literally like a guaranteed escape with barrier as well. You use barrier and use fucking teleport. And it's useful for saving teammates. It's useful for fighting the raider too, because I've seen multiple times like someone's fighting a raider in a cave, like a few people that have instant transmission like teleport over there and just like beat the shit out of him and like stun lock him in the cave and kill him instantly. Like I've seen that happen multiple times. And like I don't know, I think people underestimate the power of being able to traverse the entire map like in a split second.
Yeah.
So I think it's literally S tier. I think the
I'll
cooldown's
agree.
pretty fucking big. It might be bigger than 120, but I think it's fucking worth it. Anyway. Kaioken Rush. Do you still run this?
I do still run Kaioken because I don't have energy field.
Kaioken Rush. This sucks because I love Kaioken, like Kaioken Rush and the other Kaioken skill, but like there was a glitch in the beta where if you were facing 2 up when you did it, you would just go backwards, and that happened to me a lot. And eventually in season 1 they patched it to where you could fucking go straight up and not go behind you. But like this season they somehow fucked it up again. So almost all the time when I use it, I go backwards by accident. So this shit can get you killed, and also if the raider's near enough to you and you're trying to escape, for example, you'll just fucking home into the raider.
Yeah, you'll lock onto him.
It's so annoying. Like it's not as reliable as it was in season 1. So
And also, if you're barely out of range, you'll just throw yourself in front of the raider, and he won't stun him.
Oh yeah, I do love like the fucking flying Kaioken like across the map, or like from afar away you just go and punch the raider off the time machine.
Yeah.
Like I live for those moments. Also the Kaioken rush kills are pretty funny. Like it's also a stun because it launches them pretty far away when you hit them.
And they get hit stun lock, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit
I
stun.
want to put A tier. At the same time, it's not as reliable as it once was.
I would still put it A tier because of the
I'm
universal use and the cooldown.
Yeah, that glitch needs to get fixed, but other than that, it's a good skill. I just wish it was more reliable and escaping. Okay, Krillin Shoe. I did not really use Krillin Shoe that much, to be honest.
I don't think I have it, but
Really?
hey, hold on.
First checking.
I don't have it.
Wow. For me, Krillin Shoe, when stuns were like way more oppressive, Krillin Shoe was like a mainstay. Like people would chain Krillin Shoe into each other, just keep the raider stunned
the
for like.
Krillin Shoe chains are so funny.
They were pretty funny, but they like kind of nerfed it because they nerfed all the stuns so that you can't really chain them now. And now it's
I think
like.
it's the best stun.
You think it's the best?
I think so.
I think it is too, to be honest. I'd put it. I put it above Kaioken to be honest, because it's pretty useful and it has a low cooldown. It's like 30 seconds, I think. 30 seconds or a minute.
Jesus.
It's like low, but it does have a. If the raider knows what he's doing, he's gonna hear the fucking noise it makes when you throw it and dodge.
Yeah.
But like most of the time, if he's like, for example, trying to absorb someone, you could or finish someone off, you could just throw it at him and he won't react usually. I'd say above Kaioken. Yeah.
I agree.
Do you even have listen?
It sounds so useless,
I think listen.
but I don't have it.
I think listen's pretty bad. I mean, I've never used it, to be fair, but like from what I've seen, I don't think anyone runs this skill because it's like you can detect civilians. I think with it. I'm not sure.
Radars exist.
Yeah, radars exist. I don't think you can detect the raider with it. Maybe you can, but I don't think it's likely. That'd probably be too good. I just know in like the demonstration of it, it shows the guy detecting a fucking civilian. So it's like, I guess if you're saving civilians, sure, but if you have fucking ears, you could hear them fucking screaming for help. So it's not that big a deal, I feel. I'm gonna say D tier, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I think it's useless.
Saiyan Pod.
I miss Beta Saiyan Pod.
Was so good in the beta. Then they massacred him.
Because it was instant transmission, except awesome.
Instant transmission, but awesome. I think Saiyan Pod, when it had its lower cooldown, it was literally a must-use skill.
Easy S tier back then.
Yeah, but now, the only people who run it are people who want instant transmission but don't have it, I guess. Because it's kind of similar, but it's
Poor
like...
man's instant transmission.
Yeah. It's like super obvious. Like, extremely obvious when someone summons it. Extremely obvious when it lands. Extremely obvious when it takes off. Like...
Yes, you can pretty easily, as Raider, you can pretty easily detect where people are gathering by seeing a Saiyan Pod.
It makes like a noise when it's coming down too, so you could hear it. You'd be like, oh, someone...
Doesn't it make a smoke cloud too?
Yeah, when it lands. So it's like... And you see like literally an outline of where it's going to land. So if someone's trying to Saiyan Pod away from you, you could just keep shooting the spot where it's gonna land and then blow it up before someone can get in it. And then also they nerfed rolling into it. You can't do that anymore. You can't roll into the Saiyan Pod. That's technically like a wider nerf. Well, because rolling got nerfed in general, so.
Yeah.
But that's like a big thing. I'd say C tier.
I think, but you still get full map traversal, so I'd still give it like B, like really low B.
Yeah, okay, B tier. End of B tier because it is not as useful as it once was. It's super obvious. Okay, smoke screen. Like
This thing was so annoying with floating device back in season 1.
Oh yeah, you used to just deploy it and fucking fly away, and you're like trying to hit them. I mean.
Yeah, but you don't lock on anymore.
Yeah.
Just like
I barely see anyone run this anymore. But like using this on the Super Time Machine used to be pretty good because you could just smoke screen and none of the people in that smoke screen, including you, would be able to be locked on for like a while. I don't know how long exactly, but it used to be pretty useful.
It's niche, but there's just like better abilities, or like you only have 4 abilities on your character, and like when you're playing, for the most part, when you're playing this game, you're not really coordinating with people, so.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
better to have 4 skills for yourself instead of like a team-based build, unless I guess you're playing with friends.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I'd say C. What do you think?
Yeah, I
don't-
can see.
Worse than Missile? I think it's
Nah.
better. Yeah,
I think it's better than
definitely
Missile.
better than Change Missile. Solar Flare.
Can we put this in D tier, please?
For real? Solar Flare, I've seen people use it very effectively, okay? I'll say that.
I get smacked out of Solar Flare every single time.
Like, I've
I
seen
can't even
people
use it anymore.
Use it pretty effectively, right? But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you get smacked out of it so often. You just hear a guy go,
Its range is
"Solar!"
non-existent.
and then you just get fucking smacked. Yeah, you have to be super close. The
And you're
cooldown
not
is pretty
invincible.
low.
That's the other problem.
Yeah, you're not invincible during it, that's true. But I mean, if you had iframes and solar flare, that'd be pretty
It'd be busted.
busted. Yeah, but the amount of times that I got smacked out of doing a solar flare made me change to charming foes. But I mean, there's like some niche uses for it, like solar flaring a Cyberman and then doing a super spirit bomb. That's a true combo, and it's a one shot. It's pretty funny. But I feel like
Yeah, that's kind of funny actually.
other than that, it's like I'd say B tier. I think it's worse
Yeah,
than Shoe.
I can see that.
It has a low cooldown too, as well. I think, is it better than Go-Go Gum?
I think projectiles intrinsically have a better chance to stun than the AoEs.
I'd say this. That's the order that I like.
Okay.
Till, literally neither of us have ever used Till. And I don't think
It doesn't seem very good.
I don't think anyone's even using it still. I've seen like one guy use it in season 2. Like in season 1, obviously it was a tier 50 reward, but like super underwhelming. Like, I mean, it's just like free change on a cooldown and free items on a cooldown, and I'm pretty sure it's a pretty long cooldown. But I think you could upgrade like the quality of the items you receive, but like, I don't know. I just think you could use so many fucking better things. I think in D tier.
Yeah.
I think it's intrinsically it's better than Listen and fucking Enemy Detector, at least. Trap Device. You run Trap Device.
I run this all the time. I think it's a really good stun. I think it's only good during Super Time Machine. Because if you trap yourself in a cave and and you try to place a trap device, your ass is probably still getting hit.
Yeah. Especially because you could like destroy the trap device's radar if you just shoot at it.
Yeah. It has a 30-second uptime and a 30-second cooldown, so technically it has 100% uptime.
Yeah.
So long as the radar doesn't trip the device until the last second, which I think is kind of good.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice to lodge under the Super Time Machine. I do that at the start of every Super Time Machine. I lodge it one under and I start charging.
Yeah. And like I'm not sure if this was intended or a bug, but it feels like a bug. But like when you place the device and the radar runs into it, there's some times where you get hit twice by it.
Yeah, you get double stunned sometimes.
Yeah, so it lasts even longer. So you pretty much get stunned for a way longer time than I think is intended. But so it's pretty fucking good. It's one of the better stuns. I would say A tier, to be honest. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. That's why I still run it.
Yeah. Okay, Wall of Defense. This might be a little controversial, our opinions on it, because I know a lot of people love this skill, but like I find it super underwhelming. Like,
I don't know. It's a nuisance. It's more of a nuisance really than it is a helpful one.
Most of the time when I see people use this skill, it's like prolonging their life by like 10 seconds or 5. And it's like, okay, you fucking did that for 5 seconds, like great. Like, there's so little times where I've seen someone teleport in front of another person and like defend their life.
They use it for themselves every single
Yeah.
time and they die anyways.
And I'm pretty sure they even nerfed it this season to make it so you teleport a shorter distance. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. So I don't like it. I'm sorry, all the Wall of Defense lovers, but I don't like it. I'm gonna say C tier. What do you think?
I think C tier as well.
Is it better than Change Missile? It's mobility though. It's mobility.
Yeah.
This one you just freeze in place. Most of the time, at least, or majority of the time. Okay, finally.
Are Chi-Chi's abilities here?
Oh shit, I forgot. Well, we'll just fucking say where we put them. I forgot about Chi-Chi's abilities. And Yajirobe.
What's Yajirobe's?
Yajirobe doesn't have an active, I think. He just has
Temporary.
passives.
No, he has a passive and he has 2 passives.
He has the Sensu Bean start and the dragging one. And,
Yeah.
Okay, walls of. I guess let's just imagine the walls of, or the fucking fires of
Wall
Mount
of Fire.
Fire. Wall of Fire, whatever. I'd say I'd say S tier to be honest. It's pretty fucking
Easy
good.
S tier, bro. It is so gigantic.
It is fucking great. Like, you just put that giant shit down and it blocks the raider, and he can't key blast, he can't fly through it. You could trap a raider in a cave with it. I've literally been trapped inside of one before, and you literally can't escape it unless you have your evasive. And it's like pretty fucking powerful. It's definitely S tier.
And the Bancho fan's just another stun.
Oh yeah, Bancho fan too. I don't like Bancho fans. But I've seen
It's like B tier. It's with the rest of the stuns. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'd say B tier. When I've seen people use it, I've seen it fucking miss more than hit. First of all, I just hear the Bancho fan. Then you see it fucking fly away. It's like, oh wow, that was a lot of help. But all it does is push the raider away. It doesn't like actually hold them in place for a while or anything. It's like being hit by a Kaioken rush. So I don't like it that much. Okay,
Eh.
well, last but not least, zipline device. I say D tier.
D tier hasn't been used since beta, to be honest. I saw one during season 2, or like at the start of season 2 when we started playing. I saw one person use it, and I was amazed.
It's like, why would you run this over any other skill? It's just like pretty fucking useless. I'd say,
The raider can see the giant line that you make across the map anyway.
yeah, it's just like not very good. Just bad. Okay, well, this is the tier list. And what?
Does King Furry have an active skill?
Oh yeah, he does. God damn it.
What's his active skill? I don't even know
It's
what it is.
he calls like a fucking airstrike. Yeah, I haven't. Well, obviously I don't have that skill because the season like just
Yeah.
started like a few weeks ago. But like King Fury skill, I've seen people use it. It has like when you call the shit in, it takes like a while to actually come. But it's honestly kind of useful because you could just call it like on a super time machine, for example.
Yeah, I was
on the
thinking
Raiders.
when you said airstrike, I was like, maybe Super Time Machine.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like terrible. I think it's okay. I'd say B tier, to be honest. Okay, are we forgetting anything else?
No, I think that's all.
Is that all? Okay, well,
It should be all.
that's the tier list. We talked about all of them. Some of them obviously weren't shown, but because I forgot. But yeah, this is just my opinion and Russell's opinion. So, but I think honestly, as two people have played this game since the beta, I think it's pretty accurate. It's okay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.